Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense changing the play. Looking for room. It's Mobley. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play fake, Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man to the left. Off to the races. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Here's Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Mobley. Off to the races to the right. Past the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defense.
Got a little grass. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Canes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action, Carr. Moves around to clear up the vision. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defense.
Could not make his way to the corner. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Mobley. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But
touchdown, Fighting Irish! He got it, beat down in bounds!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. The give to the left. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Could be an alley. Running through contact. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Throwing, Mensah. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And he's going to bring this one out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is exactly what this defense...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
And that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the ground, it's Fletcher. There he goes! To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's in open space downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Nice move there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's the give off the left side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on Mensa. He's got the back in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. And back to the air on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Rush is on him. And down he goes.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They get to him as he throws. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Yet another tremendous all-purpose back that the Canes use both running and receiving.
Man, showing you he can do it all. And listen, if I'm this offense, continue to find this guy, feed him, let him make big plays, let this Hurricane crowd go nuts.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Snowed under by the defense.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Here's Mensa to throw. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch on the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Running inside. It's Walton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Carr. A shot toward the end zone, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Mensah under fire, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's caught. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a non-profit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Carr. Lost one deep down the right side. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Carr finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Calls his phone number. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Got out of trouble and throws. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's Mensah to throw. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Rides to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Bring in the heat.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The option look. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throwing, Mensah. Uncorks one. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
RD, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The option's working, the quarterback's making the right reads, keeping the football, having a lot of success. You dang right. I'll run that again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious pass.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Carr on play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So a With the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. It'll be 3rd and long. Teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.